Hey there. 9:03, a few minutes late. I was trying to get the lighting in here. Now, by Sunday, I should be down in my basement, and it seems probably counterintuitive to say, but the lighting is actually a lot better down there. So things will be looking a lot different on Sunday morning. And so I'm here, Lisa T. Got Larry the lava lamp here, making all kind of interesting shapes for us. But my husband did all my morning chores for me this morning. I couldn't believe it. I went to go do them. They were all done, and he even had my lava lamp turned on. So Larry's a little closer to being ready to look like a normal lava lamp. So we probably won't get too many funny shapes out of him this morning, but we can always hope. So I don't expect a lot of people to be here, but I'm just going to leave the video up to watch later because it's so much easier for me to do a live stream and just let it publish to my channel than it is to make a video and all that stuff. Hey, Mike. Hey, Steven. Oh, thank you guys for dropping in. I didn't know if anybody was going to be able to join me or not. This is kind of a weird time of day. No matter where you are in the world, it's kind of a bad time of day. So, anyway, so I am letting my chai or my chai tea. I was told by a coworker that chai tea is actually redundant because chai means tea for them. So, but still, it's my favorite kind of tea. I've got it steeping. See this adorable little pot? I found this. I rarely buy things that I see in my Facebook feed, but I saw this in my Facebook feed about 6 years ago, and it was so cute that I bought one for me, for my 2 sisters, and my 2 brothers, and my mom, and my bonus mom, and my son Kyle. I've got 2 sons and a daughter. My middle child and youngest child don't really care about tea. They don't drink tea, but my oldest drinks tea every morning instead of coffee. So anyway, so I'm just letting that steep. Does anybody want to come up and talk with me in a little bit? I pulled the other day 5 random albums out of my collection without looking. I just and then I found out that there's somebody that calls that whack-a-mole. I think that's awesome. But I pulled out 5 random albums and just for a laugh, and a couple of them are actually pretty funny. So and then I also was gonna go through. This thing sits beside my bed and it's completely full. It's like overflowing. And the mister thinks it's ridiculous. And he's like, how can you possibly need everything that's in there? So I'm going to pull everything out and see what I have. So I thought that would be something kind of fun, because I don't really have a lot to talk about this week. It's been a really weird week. I do care about politics and I do talk about them, but I really just kind of want to keep YouTube about music. It's like my little fun, safe area, if that makes sense to you. So, I love Rachel to death, but when she starts getting on that topic, I just have to bow out because, honestly, I'm just, I'm burned out on it. I'm burned out on it, especially if you're people who live in the United States. We are so, we're exhausted. We are just exhausted from it. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to tap these. So we have Mike here from Germany. I really enjoyed your video about your covers. I ordered some inner sleeves And now I wish I didn't, because they were paper. I didn't know any better. And now I realize I need to get the anti-static ones. I know you said that they're out of them right now. So, you know, hopefully I can find something similar from somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, my lava lamp. He's funny. My friend Colleen, you know, she named him Larry, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And Steve. Yeah, I care a lot about politics, and I vote in every election. Even the small, even in May when it's just all about, you know, city council. I vote. I find out everything I can about the candidates. I do not visit news sources or cable news or any of that to find out. What I do is I actually just go and look at data, if they have any experience, what they have voted on, and how they voted. And, you know, and honestly, you just have to look at data to decide who you're going to vote for, because if you go to places where there's pundits, they have a vested interest, and everybody's totally trying to misdirect everybody these days. And you can tell people who have fallen victim to the propaganda because they suddenly start using buzzwords that nobody knew before, you know. So it's like as soon as somebody opens their mouth and says, insert current buzzword here, I tune out. I'm like, you're ruined. You're ruined. Propaganda got you. I can't take you seriously now. Okay, so the sleep ergs paper suck. Yes. But you know, when I got my father-in-law's record collection, everybody knows I love vinyl, so it's kind of, and I'm 53 and a half, I'm going on 54, so I'm at the age now where a lot of my, you know, aunts and uncles and older people are passing away, unfortunately. And as they do, I end up getting all the vinyl because I'm the only one that collects vinyl. And my father-in-law, bless him, was on the autism spectrum. So was my husband, actually, and my sister-in-law. But he had a thing about sleeves, inner sleeves. His music, he took all of his records out of the inner sleeve and threw them away. I don't understand why, but all of the records are completely unprotected. So I bought the paper sleeves so that I could, you know, try to protect the records. And then I found out, oh, I actually need anti-static. Okay, so they will have the 3 milliliter inner sleeves in soon. Is this Vinyl Solutions, I think you said? And when I go upstairs to take a break in a little bit, I'll look up the brand name of the place that I ordered from and leave you a little comment on your channel, you know, so you can let me know if they're crap or not. Sometimes you find out friends in real life are followers of crazy conspiracy theories. I know. You can't help but look at them in a different way. And that it's no. It's true. It's true. It's crazy when you find that out. You're like, how can you possibly? But you know why? In this day and age, you know, if you look at the news on your phone, vinyl storage solution, vinyl storage solution. Okay. Well, of course, I'm going to save this video. So, but actually, I'm going to write this down right now so I don't forget. Okay. Anyway, if you look at the news on your phone, they just look and see what you've clicked on before. Oh, she likes that. They just give you more and more and more of that. And pretty soon you think you're actually reading news, but you're not. You're reading stories that are tailor-made for your preconceived notions. That's not news. That's just confirmation bias, you know? Am I doing my stream with my cell phone? Yeah. It's dark, isn't it? It's terrible. I've been trying to fix the lighting in here, and you know, if you guys have any suggestions, I have an iPad. My laptop it's going in and out on me. The camera is terrible on it, so I can't really use it. No, no. Hmm. Okay. Oh, anyway, so yeah, so I have this little lazy make a little more space between me and the cell phone. Oh, it's too okay. Hey, Edward. I was afraid you wouldn't be able to join this morning. I know you mentioned you have a busy day. How is that, Mike? Is that a little better? I can't make it too far away because the table I'm at is not that wide. I think that's about as much distance as we can do. But at least it'll keep you from being able to see up my nose, hopefully. Tell me if that works. Okay. Hey, Edward. Just like when you accidentally click, oh my God. That has happened to me where I've accidentally clicked on something and then now it just wants to keep giving me news stories about that one thing that I don't even care about. Good. Yeah, I think that's better too. It was way too close before. I just have all these cats, so I have to try to keep it within reach so that if they come near it, I can shoo them away. Yeah. I think all of you guys already know each other. But if somebody comes in that doesn't know you, put your link in the comments because I haven't figured out how to do it yet. Okay, well, let's see. My husband thinks my lazy Susan next to my nightstand is ridiculous. It is overflowing. So let's see what I got in here. Hand cream. Well, I need that. Enormous remote control for very old receiver, but it still works great. And I'd put it up against anything new on the market, that's for sure. Aquaphor Advanced Therapy. A flashlight. So if I need to look at something, see how and I can just set it beside and set it down and have the light over it. Made by Snap-on. Love it. That was in my Christmas stocking one year. It's the best thing I ever got in my stocking. I wanted to show this to you guys. That Get Hip Records I was telling you about that gave me such good customer service. They're out of Pittsburgh. They sent me a 20% off coupon off of my first order. I'm pretty sure it's something they do for everybody. The code is new20. So if you decide at gethip.com. So if you decide you want to buy a record and, let me know because they do end up having a lot of records like the record store day stuff that everybody else was out of. I couldn't get that Solomon Burke from anybody and they had it still. So, okay, well, here's a lighter. I guess this is really kind of a big lighter to have, but I got tired of my small lighter always falling down in there. I don't smoke cigarettes, of course, but I have arthritis, so I do sometimes smoke joints. Okay. Now, these are toenail clippers for my cats because that's usually the only time that I can get them to let me trim their nails is when I'm up on the bed. I do that a lot too. I'll have you guys up on the big screen, like when you're in Rachel's chat or something like that. I'll just put you up on my TV so I can listen so that I can go on with, I work from home. I work with hospice, but I'm able to work from home, for right now. Oh, I know. I love that flashlight. No, Ruthie. That's my cat, Ruthie, trying to. Okay. What did I get from the Get Hip? Is that the same Get Hip as the label or no? I don't know. If the label is out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it might be the same, but I don't know. I found them on Discogs, and so because I was looking for that Solomon Burke, and they were the only ones that were selling it for the original record store day price. Everybody else was just, to me, it's gouging, it's price gouging, waiting until after, record store day when nobody can find that record anymore. And then now all of a sudden, say, oh, we have it now, but you have to pay twice as much for it. I won't do it. I won't play ball with that. So, but they gave me great service. And actually, the record was supposed to have been already opened and in very good condition. Like maybe somebody had returned it or something just because they didn't like it or whatever. And, but they actually sent me a brand new one still in shrink wrap because, and they, sent me an email that when he checked out the record before sending it off, he was not happy with the quality, that he felt that it was not in the condition that they had advertised. So he sent me a brand spanking new one. So, oh, they are the same? Okay. Well, they were great. I mean, sent me a brand spanking new record, rather than send me something substandard. So, I'll definitely order from them again, even if, of course, now I got this coupon, I got to. They release a lot of cool albums too. Yeah. I should try some of, if they're a label also, they probably have a lot of music on their website I haven't heard yet. So that's something for me to check out later. Let's see. And then I also have in here a magnifying glass for when I can't find my glasses, which is, every other hour. Oh, I got an extra pair of reading glasses that are falling apart. These probably could be thrown away. TV remote that I never have to use. Roku remote. That must be boring you guys to tears. Do you guys have one of these? The back scratcher? A retractable back scratcher. Got a 4-pack of them on Amazon for $10. I put one in each of my kids' Christmas stockings. Well, I didn't get to put they're of course, so they're adults. They live away from home. I didn't put it in their stocking. I did. I send them a stocking, so I put it in there and shipped it to them. I did not get to spend Christmas with my 2 youngest kids this year. It was terrible. But anyway, so everybody got one of these, and I keep this one beside my bed for myself, and also for brushing my foster cat Buzzy, so he doesn't attack my hand while I'm brushing him. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay, so I had 3 pens in here. That's probably a bit much. Ah, picture of one of my nieces. I don't even know how many. I think I have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think I have 12 nieces, and I have 12 nieces and 4 nephews. Oh, scissors. Another flashlight. Sorry. Nail file. Hair clip. Fingernail clippers. Picture of another one of my nieces. I'm not sure why these are in here. I think I put them in here so they wouldn't get. These need to go in my wallet. This thing is a little bit full, but I actually want all of this stuff, so I have to put it back in such a way that it'll all fit. Anyway, does anybody have any, oh. Yeah, they're nice. They're awesome. My dad has one that actually looks like a little hand. It's so funny. It was on Amazon, and it said it was $10, and it showed the 4 different, and I thought I had to pick a color, but it turned out I got all 4 of them for $10. Great buy. But yeah, it was an impulse buy. I just thought, man, I need a back scratcher, and right then I just bought it. Forgot that I bought it, and then it showed up, and I was, yay. So do any of you wanna join me? I'm gonna put a link out there in case somebody wants to join me. And I'm gonna show you my 5 random grabs. I mentioned them in my last stream. I did not grab 5 new records. I kept the same ones from the other day. I'm trying to figure out, okay, invite a guest. Okay. And I have to figure out how to comment. Okay, I think I figured it out. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, there you go. So if one of you guys want to join me, and I'm going to put all this stuff back in my little lazy Susan, try to put it back in a more organized fashion. You know, there are whole videos of people organizing stuff on YouTube. My friend Jamie is addicted to them. She sits and watches them all the time. It's like porn for OCD people. Oh, and I had some tissues in there, which I usually have a box of Kleenex beside my bed as well, but that way, in case I ever can't get my box or whatever, because I have allergies, so I'm always sneezing. Okay. Well, so I lost the extra flashlight and the glasses that are falling apart and the pictures that need to go in my wallet. And now it is a lot more organized. It doesn't look so crowded. And it took me literally, I mean, he's been getting after me to organize this thing for probably a month. And you saw how long it took me to do it. Okay. The Beastie Boys did a fake infomercial in the 90s. You know, that's ringing a bell with me. I don't think I watched it, but maybe I heard about it. Is it on YouTube? Okay, so I was laughing the last stream about my random pull. When I pulled the 5 records, I did peek and see what they were. I couldn't stand it. I wasn't going to, but and I saw that oh, chai tea, or that's redundant, I guess. This is just chai. I already had some coconut cream in the cup. So, but I looked at the albums, and one of them was 2 Live Crew. I don't know what the hell I was thinking buying that one. Okay, I seen a girl who organizes her book collect. Oh, see, I would like to watch that. I would watch somebody organize their books. I believe so. Oh, you don't think that it's on the YouTube? You should try to find it though, just in case somebody has to have it and put it up there. I mean, you can find just about anything on YouTube, it seems like. Well, let's taste it. Let's see if the chai is good. It is. It needs a little dash of honey, though. Oh, congratulations, Edward, on going over 200 subscribers. I saw this morning you were at 199, and I thought, oh, I should subscribe from my my regular, you know, my, well, not my regular, but like my other YouTube, the one that my kids are allowed to you know, connect with me on. And then all of a sudden you were up to 201. I was like, yes, you deserve it. I also saw that Glenn, from Glenn, oh, I can't remember his last name. I'm so bad with names. But from my basement, I love him. He has the best videos. He, for me, you know, I like that kind of just real laid back kind of vibe from him. But he went over 300. He did that contest to get to 300, and he did. So that's awesome. Of course, you guys actually put out good content and deserve subscribers. I'm always I'm always like surprised when somebody subscribes to me. I'm like, really? You actually want to see me? Okay. A little weird. Okay. So, yeah. I actually, at one point, did buy the 2 Live crew. Oh, let's move Larry over a little bit. As nasty as they want to be. I didn't even like the album once I heard it, really. But you know what it was? Is because they were getting so much, you know, they were being censored. They got banned, you know? So it was like over sexual content. You know, I can see like banning, like for inciting, you know, riots or racism or hate speech or whatever, but just for sexual stuff, seems like if people don't like it, they don't have to listen to it. Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just making sure I didn't miss anything there. But this does have the infamous Me So Horny on it. Oh my goodness. And his first thanks on the back of the record, Luke Skywalker, Luther Campbell, is thanks to God and my mother. The whole album is nothing but him disrespecting women. Have mercy. Anyway, but still, it's in my collection. I'm oh, how did it? Oh, I should not touch it, but honestly, I'm just gonna clean this up and I'm probably gonna find a new home for it with somebody who will appreciate it. You know, it looks like one of the sleeves is missing from it. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Well, I know how. I admit it. I used to not take very good care of my albums. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm actually cleaning all my records. And as I clean them, I'm putting them in the proper sleeves. Yeah, I know, right? The cover is just like, really? But it cracks me up though that when they do that and then they say, I want to thank God and my mom. It's like, really, I'm pretty sure your mom is not too happy with you right now. I know. It's, yeah, that. Okay. The second one is, you know, actually one of my favorite poets. You probably know him most from the Basketball Diaries, but this is the Jim Carroll Band. This album is Dry Dreams. I heard the song Dry Dreams on KROQ in Southern California, and I went right out and bought this album. I have had this since, I'm going to say 82. Yeah, I think it was 82. I went right out and got the album, and I mean, I have listened to, I mean, when I was younger, I haven't heard this album in probably 15, 20 years at least, but I listened to the hell out of it when I was a teenager. I loved it. He had this book called Living at the Movies, book of poetry. I have. And what a shame. What a shame. He's no longer with us. He's now one of the people who died. That song's not on this album. That song's on the Basketball Diaries soundtrack. So, but the inner sleeve has the lyrics. And yeah, I'm gonna leave the I'm just gonna leave the album in there because I don't wanna spend 30 minutes opening these records. But the reason I left these out, I'm going to clean these after I end this stream. I'm going to clean them and I'm going to put them in proper sleeves. And Roberta Flack, I love this album. This is another one I've had for decades. This is Les McCann Presents Roberta Flack First Take. And she covers his Compared to What, which, good cover. And of course, it has the first time, ever I saw your face on it. She's just a beautiful artist, one of my favorites for sure. And then the next one was Herbie Hancock. Now this one I found at a yard sale, and I don't recall ever actually listening to it. This is a reissue. The original, it says, came out in 73. This one looks like published in 84. Somebody wrote on it. They wrote 12-inch dance single. That's probably why I bought it. I had a really good friend that was a DJ, and I think I remember buying it thinking maybe he would like it for his collection. I don't know why I never gave it to him. Don't know. Maybe I tried to and he didn't want it. I don't remember. It needs to be cleaned. Inner sleeve needs to be replaced with a non-static. I like the Downtown Diaries more than the Basketball. Okay. Yeah, Jed the Fish. Jed the Fish. Richard Blade. He has, First Wave on Sirius XM. I don't know if you have Sirius XM. I had it for a while. I had like a when I bought my car, I got a 1-year subscription, but I let it lapse because I usually just plug in my Spotify in the car or put a CD in. So, but it was like channel 33, First Wave. Really neat if you like 80s alternative stuff. Yeah, I love it's a beautiful album, really, the whole thing. I have it on Spotify. I love vinyl, but I do end up listening to Spotify a lot just because it's so convenient. I can take it with me, when I take a walk, when I take my dogs for a walk, I can listen to it. Okay. And the next one is Prince, Purple Rain. That's a classic. I mean, I don't know what else there is to say about this one. I mean, I think almost everybody has it in their collection or they've seen it. I did not know that. Ooh, I didn't know that. Terry Nunn. She's a very talented lady. She's beautiful too. My goodness. Okay. Yep. So those were the 5 albums I pulled. And then I wanted to talk again about this album I ordered from Vinyl Moon just because I saw it on somebody's channel. And you know, it really intrigued me, and so I wanted to check it out. I forgot to show the vinyl last time, and I hate that because it's so pretty, so I want to show it to you. And also tell you, I listened to it, and I loved it. I loved it. I found a couple of bands that I'm going to continue to listen to. But look how pretty that is. If you could even see it, the lighting here is so, you know, inadequate. But you know, it's I love all of the different colors. I think it's neat. I'm colorblind. I don't really get to see the colors that much, but I mean, I love all the different looks of the different albums. But I really kind of am partial to just plain old black vinyl. Um, Usually, I can't tell the difference in the way it sounds, but um, the I was listening to my new Talking Heads record, and even though it's been remastered and all that stuff, it does not sound as good as the original did. Fear of Music, it doesn't. So since I still have my Fear of Music on the black vinyl, I'm just going to probably continue to listen to that one, and just have the other as just sort of a, just because I'm a fan of the band and it was a novelty item. But we look on here and see the name of the band is on this really nice sheet came with it. Tells you all about the bands and the artists. But okay, here it is. Margot Polo. I love this song, Let's Get Out. Actually, I liked everything on the album, but she's one, or it could be they. I don't know if that's a she or if it's a band. Anyway, they put the lyrics to all of the songs inside. So, I mean, if you ever want to join a record club just to get introduced to new music every month, I think that this was a really good quality. The channel that I learned of them from was, I think, like a sponsored situation where they sent it to her to advertise on her channel. But it worked because they got me to subscribe. But beautiful, beautiful album cover, beautiful artwork. I can't wait for my next record. So, okay. 80s music makes up a good portion of my CD collection. Mine too. I have way too much. Me too. And that is coming from someone who always says that there can never be enough music. You must have a huge collection. Let's see. I found my associate Sulk the other day. I don't think I know them. As much as I do know about 80s music, there's like just big gaping holes here and there where bands I really should know that I don't. And but I love getting introduced to new music. So, anything new, I want to check it out. I don't get stuck on, I mean, I do have my favorites that I like to revisit, but I am, I like to explore and, find new artists to support. And I have some stuff coming in the mail this week. I cannot wait. I hope it comes before Sunday. If not, I'll have to show it on Tuesday. But I have actually some albums from 2019 and 2020 coming. I have a Walk Through Fire by Yola and On the Line, Jenny Lewis coming. And then I have from 2019. Oh, and Brittany Howard's Jamie. I've only had that on Spotify, so I'm actually going to have it on vinyl now. And then from 2020, Crazy Ford, a beautiful Canadian artist, just put out a new album called You Can Be the Sun. It's spelled all funky, and that was really a turnoff for me. I've always hated that, but it's a great album. And so I have that coming, and I also have the new Pretenders, Hate for Sale, and Rough and Rowdy Ways, Bob Dylan coming. Man, that album from Bob Dylan is so good. It's so good. Lyrically, it's just excellent. I really can't think of an album that is that's better written. It's just, I don't know. It's not a commercial sounding record. I don't know if you guys have heard it yet, but man, if you get a chance to, Rough and Rowdy Ways, and I can't wait to hear it on vinyl. Oh, and then I also have, which reminded me to get Time Out of Mind on vinyl, because I've never had it on vinyl, only on CD, so I'm excited that that's coming too. Okay, let's see. I got to catch up on. Okay. I have a few streaming radio shows that might introduce you to some new and old stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'd love it. My email is just lisamtedesco@gmail.com. So it should be in my YouTube profile, but anybody's welcome to email me. Yeah, let me know whatever. If there's new music out there, I want to know about it. No matter what genre, too. I like all genres. I mean, seriously, I'll even sit and listen to bluegrass. I'll sit and listen to polka. If it's good, I'm going to listen to it. If it's well made, or even if it's like deliberately badly made for humor effect, I'll listen to that as well. I'm not going to listen to stuff that's bad that doesn't know it's bad, though, if that makes sense. But I don't think any of you would introduce me to that anyway. Okay, one of my shows is called The Return of the Living 80s and is filled with stuff that KROQ used to play. I want to link, please. I want to hear that show. Plus some stuff they should have played. Yes, and I'll tell you what, they had like a period of about 5-6 years that they just were really, of course they got a lot of their music through WLIR on the East Coast, so but they went into like a whole different, they aren't what they used to be. They aren't what they used to be. I was sad when their format changed. Yeah. I love jazz. I do. And I have quite a bit of Miles Davis. In fact, there was somebody had a video. I came across it, but it was an old video they made where they had like a jacket for one album, and then the person who sold it to them had the wrong Miles Davis album inside, so then he had like a mismatched. And I wrote to him and I'm like, hey man, like today's your lucky day. I am a big Miles Davis fan, and I actually have extras to spare. I'd be happy to send you that cover and that LP, because I'm doing my studio. I'm decorating my studio downstairs. I'm turning my whole basement. It was an apartment. We had converted it into an apartment for my oldest son and his wife. They lived with us while they were getting their graduate degrees, but they've since graduated. My son's teaching high school, teaching physical science at the high school up the road now. And so they moved out. And so I'm converting the basement into a music studio, and I'm going to, cover the walls with old records that aren't playable anymore, sleeves that are, that jackets that I like a lot, but maybe don't like the music as much or whatever. And so I'm like, I'd be happy to send you the album in the sleeve. And then he was like, and I was so excited to offer this to this person. I thought he was going to be like, oh, wow, I never thought I would get, be able to match up this set. But instead he's like, yeah, I realize I don't like jazz. He decided he doesn't want it. And I'm like, well, fuck, then send me what you have so that won't have a mismatched set anymore then. Oh, people are funny. But I love jazz very much. Ella Fitzgerald is my favorite. I also, I also like smooth jazz. And I mean, I love all music. Okay. Yeah, it's so well written. I heard somebody say that it took him, that since it had been like 8 years since his last album, they said it's so well written. It probably took him 8 years just to write it. I mean, it's just poetry. The whole thing. It's just poetry. It's beautiful. Great band on that with Michael from The Cure and one of the Marthas from the Muffins. And the Muffins are another band I don't know. I should know. I probably do. I just don't know their name. I probably heard their music and just don't remember. Just email the thank you. Sulk is my favorite Associates album. Well, we've been going for almost an hour, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I thought I was going to be sitting here by myself. And I'm going to head over to Rachel's. And if she's talking about music, I'll stay. And if she's still talking politics, I'm going to recoil in horror and go on about my day. So, so hey, let me know if you guys ever, want to come up here and talk with me, be my guest. I'm going to come up with, I want to start having a guest on the mornings that I do this. And I want to come up with a list of questions that everybody has to answer. Like if you come on, you got to answer the questions. And I don't know. I think it would be kind of fun. But I will answer the questions first though, so that, not making you do something I wouldn't do. All right. All my love to you guys. Seriously. Thank you for all of your support. I appreciate it so much. And have a good day at work, Edward. And have a good day, everybody. Bye.